right, y'all, we're back over here with Hoodrat Podcast, and I got my boy Angelo and Godly. Angelo is one of our favorite dealers, man, over here. We always help him, get his booth started. And how'd you do at San Diego Comic-Con, bro?
Did well, better than expected.
Yeah. I heard you saw a lot of Funkos and stuff.
Yeah, we got lucky. We picked up that collection, 2,000 pieces. We almost blew through half of it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, just a turn, just a beautiful.
How many comics did you sell, man? Did you sell, like, what big books did you sell over at San Diego Comic-Con?
Tomb of Dracula. What was the other one? I can't even think anymore. Number 32 there, Werewolf by Night, Ghost Rider, Marvel Spotlight number 5. We sold a lot of Silver Age Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Anything with the Joker cover was hot. And
oh, really?
we sold 2 copies of the first appearance of the Green Goblin.
Okay.
Yeah, those are nice.
Did you sell a lot of Spider-Man books too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spider-Man and X-Men were really hot last week.
Dude,
down in San Diego.
Right.
Yeah, I saw some dealers looking at X-Men 58, the first Hovac. Do you think a lot of other dealers are looking for that book too?
No.
No?
I mean, I'm in a different level.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you're a Holy Grail chaser. You have the big books.
Like, okay, what's that?
Yeah.
Barely covers the sales tax on one of my AF-15s.
How were the hagglers, man, at San Diego Comic-Con?
Oh, they were out there.
Yeah.
But you just smile.
Yeah.
We had this one guy. He's been looking at my giant size X-Men number 1. It's a CGC white page 9.2.
Okay.
Guy knows GPA, knows everything. So I lowballed him on purpose. Quoted him 10.5.
Mm-hmm.
And you could see the guy just shaking. It's like, all right, dude, you got it or not? I'll get back to you. And I was like, dude, you've been saying that for 4 years. So, but no, he never came back.
Never came back?
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank God he didn't take me up on the offer, but
okay.
But they're out there,
They're out there?
haggling $10 books. Like, come on.
That would be me.
Yeah.
You already know me.
So another question would be, what was a book that you saw a lot of vendors trend on or try to pick up on at San Diego?
Oh my God. Anything to do with Homecoming, that Spider-Man movie, there's some special.
No Way Home.
Oh yeah,
No Way
No Way
yeah.
Home.
Yeah, that was the one they were asking me about, but
Yeah.
if it ain't worth $1,000, I'm not interested.
Man.
Well, now because there's a lot of moderns like UF4s, they're already peaked at over 1,000, hitting 2, then 3. So, are you planning to pick up any UF4s in the future if you see it in a collection or anything like that?
No, it's I treat my investment books like the stock market. You always go with the old faithful, the blue chip. Back in our day, IBM was the powerhouse. Now do you ride the Ultimate Fallout 4? To me, is like one of those startup companies back in the day that never did anything. So I don't know. It just I just stay away from the hype.
You're sticking with the blue chips, man.
Blue chip, yeah.
Blue chips.
That have a track record, that been in the marketplace 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Guys with the real solid, deep pockets will always buy it. I watch the UFOs on UF4s. It's people squabble. Oh, it's a $3,000 book, overinflated. It's got no legs to it anymore. One day I just hate to open up GPA and see that thing bottom out.
Mm-hmm. So you've been to a couple cons lately, man. I know you told me a story about you went to.
You're gonna put that one down.
No. So you,
put that story.
no. So you went to Torpedo Con and you met a guy named Tom. Tell me about that experience, bro.
Oh yeah,
Tom,
dude.
Oh, Comic
That's
Tom.
my boy.
Yeah, cool guy. Didn't know who he was. Just us old guys who see this guy with an entourage and was like, hey.
Entourage.
Well, was he rolling with the
posse.
entourage, bro?
Yeah, he must have like 15 people running around.
What?
And they're asking for a signature, and in front of my booth, I'm like, wow, who's this young guy that's all? Maybe it was a movie star. I don't know. So it came over and like, who are you? And he's like, he just kind of smiled. He said, he told me his name, went right over me, okay. And one of my employees came over and goes, oh my God, dude, it's Comic Tom. And I'm like, Comic Tom who? And it was really cool. He told me who it was, and blah blah blah. We started talking, and that was nice. It was nice meeting him. And I didn't know that I follow him,
But
even though I listen to him every morning. It's like, oh wow, this is the guy on the podcast. It was
But
real.
you told me a story when you first told me and Alex, bro. You were like, "Yeah, man, I don't remember this kid's name, but he had a full of energy, and he had all these people hanging with, and was like, who? What's his name? He's like T, like a Troy or something, or like Tom."
And then I was like, oh, Comic Tom.
I'm bad with names. I'm bad. I'll never forget a face, but names. But the guy was real cool, real down to earth. It was just really super friendly.
He seems like it,
Yeah, he was, but he was hustling. He was working that floor.
bro.
What a work that.
You have to.
You got to respect the hustle, man.
Yeah,
That guy, you know.
he had a lot of hustle in his game. It was just like,
You have to, because I mean, like, someone like that has a good influence on the market, and not just with market, but with the people. He has to have time to look for books too, because even though that's his hobby, like it's like meeting people and all that, it takes away the time from being on the floor for looking for any books at all. But I know you're doing LA Con. You just did San Diego Comic Con. Do you have a bigger expectation for LA Con today?
to me, it's mathematics. San Diego, everybody did well because there was a bigger chunk of the pie to take.
Mm-hmm.
It was a scaled down version. A lot of the big boys didn't come down to San Diego, so we all did well. Up here with LA, you have to have that LA attitude.
La La Land.
La La Land. And
Hollywood.
Hollywood. If you could speak the LA language, you're gonna make the money. But the pie is gonna be real small because there's so many vendors going after the same dollar.
Yeah.
So you just gotta step out of the crowd, talk a little different, but
Just tell them you met Comic Tom, bro. They'll all swing over here.
And then my other question is, so besides this one, you're going to be going to Ontario, and is there any other cons you're going to be going to?
Well, we hope there's a private one that's done by a dealer. It used to be done in Yorba Linda. And
Oh, the California con,
yeah,
right?
the SoCal. That one there is
Is it
have.
happening?
I don't know. We're still waiting.
That's a good one, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's
He might have,
World
what,
City.
300 people show up? But man, I'll tell you, there's got to probably be about $1.5 million in cash in that room.
Yeah.
Guys dropping 40 G's on
Yeah.
a book.
They
100
ain't bringing modern books to that
No,
one, bro.
those old guys are not carrying lunches in those briefcases.
Oh, no,
It's funny to see the guys with the respirators walking around.
Yeah.
That guy's got probably 150 grand cash in his lunch bag. Yeah, there's some serious players out there. No kitty money there at all.
No.
But
You bringing a booth over there?
yeah.
Oh,
I've
dude.
I've been
Go.
supporting that for the last 6 years.
Okay.
The exhibitor, he's pretty cool. He's a real nice guy.
So with your experience, man, and you've been doing this for a long time. Angelo's OG in San Diego.
Super OG.
He's super OG. Like, what advice would you give to a new person that wants to start dealing comic books?
Oh God.
Oh God, why me?
Why put me on the spot? Well, first of all, you have to have the money to back you up. If I tell anything to the young kids today, is start flipping the dollar books. I used to do that in Detroit. Go grab yourself some bulk books, take it, flip it $1, take the profits, buy it, and just keep turning.
Yeah.
You got to remember, the turns is where you make your money. If you sit on a book too long,
Yeah.
you're gone. And don't chase the variance. I know you guys hate to hear that, but if you want
Modern
to,
people hate that.
you want to stay in the business, you got to turn and burn. But you got to have a bankroll, and we're talking at least 10 grand. $1,000, $2,000. It's
This is like ready to go to buy like a collection or a small collection or anything like that,
yeah,
right?
because you never know
Yep.
when you run into somebody who's got like that last show we did. The guy had a giant size X-Men #1, CGC 5.5, GPA on it was $3,700. The guy needed money bad, $2,000 cash.
Wow.
That's a book that came with, $3,000 worth of equity.
Yeah, at least.
So, if
You gotta be ready to buy.
You got to be ready to buy and buy it hard. And sometimes when you spend over $1,000, hey, your nuts go up in your stomach. You're like, fuck, $1,000
Yeah.
on a book. But you know, you want to shit like an elephant, you got to eat like one.
There you go, bro.
I like that. I like that.
Hey, before we leave, man, can we get that Hoodratt story real quick?
No.